see you and they look directly down because one, black dudes ain't paying for that, and then secondly, they don't. Or you could be a pimp. You look unfamiliar.
Yeah.
If you was in the place where they be at, of course they're gonna talk to you because at that point you familiar.
Yeah.
So
you're right about that, because I will say, like, one thing I know about the hood for sure is this: niggas be in the hood. If you're standing there all day, nigga pull up. First thing you gonna do is look to the nigga side him. Hey, you know, bruh? I don't know, bruh. Niggas is about it, nigga. Let's get them then. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's literally how I roll. So yeah, nah, you right about that shit for sure.
I think that they got this thing though in Denver that's popping off, or that they tried in Denver that may like solve all the crime in the whole world, and nobody a bit no more. There won't be homelessness no more. People from the Netherlands can come here and chill out. White niggas ain't got to read. It's gonna just bring everything together. I'm gonna tell y'all about this. Why are you laughing, man? Listen, this is gonna solve the world.
White
Denver,
niggas
white niggas gonna start reading. I don't even know who those people are. You just call them that. I don't know. You talking about Tyler Hero and them? Like, who is you talking about?
Just all white niggas, like, you know, all y'all niggas. Hey, man, I'll start using niggas loosely now. Like, all y'all niggas can be niggas, so it don't even matter no more. Like, at this moment right now, you know,
it really don't. It really don't. It sounds like this experiment was primarily given out to white niggas. Denver experimented with giving people $1,000 a month. It reduced homelessness and increased full-time employment. A study found direct cash assistance reduced homelessness and increased employment in Denver. About 800 unhoused Denver residents have been receiving monthly payments ranging from $50 to $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, and apparently this had a really great effect. Now, the reason me and about the time I want to talk about this is because in case you didn't know, or in case you weren't paying attention, or this is your first time listening, or you've been living under a rock. I don't know what's going on with my words today, but we have a homelessness problem here in California. In case you didn't know, and I want to ask about the time this, bro. Would monthly payments to the homeless fix the homeless problem? If we gave everybody a band a month, would it fix it?
I don't know about fixing it. And I think you said it kind of in the intro of this, is like, it feels like this was like made for a special group out in Denver. Cause on this thing, the way it was when they started this experiment last year, they broke it down into 3 different tiers. So one group of 120 people got they got 6,500 right off the bat.
Oh.
And then after they exhausted that, then they went to 500 a month. So I think, that case, maybe, right? But then the second tier was the ones who got the $1,000 a month. Then the third tier got $50 a month, right? Okay. So with when the guy created this, he also like put in like, I guess you couldn't have like, that's why I said it's like a special design group, because it's like you can't have drug use, you can't be on drug abuse. So it's like you're getting through this whole like series of
tests.
Series.
You gotta qualify for the program.
Qualification. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
You're going through a series of qualifications in order to meet this thing. So it's a cool experiment, but I felt like, and I get it. It's to identify that not all homeless people are out there on drugs. You feel me? There are homeless people who came in. We talk about this often. You know, not every homeless person is just, nigga, I just got meth. You know what I mean? Like immediately, right. or you know, something like that. Like some people really homeless because nigga something that happened in 2008 and just never was able to bounce back. You feel me? Right. Never was it. Or the pricing houses are so crazy. Like nigga, maybe the housing unit that they was living in got tore down and they never, you know, they didn't give them no voucher, or the vouchers were exhausted. You know, there's a lot of different reasons why people be homeless. But to get to your original question, I don't personally think this is going to help the homeless. I think I'm not in the sense of like it's not going to change what the homeless says, but we give money out to regular niggas and it don't change a lot of their you know what I'm saying? It doesn't change a lot of.
What do you mean?
Like the government, they give out money to regular niggas all the time. Like
niggas, who? What do you mean regular niggas?
like niggas get $500, $1,400, $1,200 checks, and in like stimulus, they get stimulus. You feel me? So when
they did that. Yeah, that
but
helped
niggas
people. That helped people.
It didn't, because little niggas was just a lot of niggas saw it as extra money, and I feel like the same thing happens with a lot of unhoused people. So what happens is like a lot of unhoused people, don't get it wrong, bro. They really hustling. Like you be thinking in their mind, like, nigga, the niggas homeless, they don't got nothing. Me and my wife was walking the other day. This nigga was out there with us. I'm hungry, please feed me. My wife was like, hey, you want the sandwich? She's like, nah, I don't eat. He was like I was out at me directly. I was just like, nigga, I bet you if you had them $5 though, I bet you take that shit though. You feel me? It's like, nigga, because he knows what he wants. Niggas is picky. They're the same way we're talking about these car situations on how you got to be smart and how you got to be smart on how you move with your car. You feel me? That's how homeless niggas move every day. They don't just take everything. Nigga don't take everything. Niggas be picky. Nigga make creative signs, do that shit, right? But I say it doesn't necessarily gonna. I don't think it'll help niggas. I think it'll help some niggas. It ain't gonna help all niggas.
I think that now that I know that they've chose a particular group, I think they should do this. I think they should select 80 people in the beginning of every year. I don't know how you select them. I don't know how. I have no idea how you do it. But you select 80 people in the beginning of the year and make sure they not own nothing, and then give them some bread, help them get on their feet. Because originally it's like this, right? Not everybody that's on the street is on the street because they're a degenerate. So if you're somebody who just got kicked out because the COVID eviction moratorium just ended, it's a wrap for you. And you out and you can't go to no more of the cash advance places. And you don't got you're not a professional street person yet. So you don't have a Planet Fitness plug where you can go and take a shower and then get ready there. And you don't know about the hourly hotel where you can go and get ready for your interview or whatnot. So if you was to get somebody $6,500 in the beginning of the year, $6,500 could get them about 3 months at the right hotel. And with McDonald's paying $20 an hour now, you could definitely go and get a fast food job in Cali. Any fast food job, any national chain that has over 65 locations has to pay $20 an hour in California. So you can go ahead and get you a telly, get cleaned up, go get you a little jobby do, and then go get a roommate. So if they was to choose people in the beginning of the year and just select them, can't be on drugs, you can't have just bipped yesterday, you can't have just been released for bipping the other day. And I think it'd be cool. And that way you won't have people giving out this cliche whack but taxpayer excuse.
Exactly.
Saying, I'm a taxpayer and they spending my money on this and
that.
Your taxes ain't going to none of that. Just so you know, I'm gonna tell y'all something that I just found out the other day. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna put y'all on game. Listen, your taxes don't pay for the government. They don't. They don't pay for the government. Your taxes are just a way to make sure that our money has value.
Yep.
That's how you value the money. Because when you go to IRS, you give them a check, you write, Del Montague, here's a check, sir. All right, thanks for paying this money you owe us. They take their check, and then the money changes, a number changes in your bank account, and IRS throws your check in the fire. And we don't fund none of the stuff the government do. Want to know why? Want me to explain it to you? I'll explain it to you. But was taxes raised supposed to go to Ukraine? Do you think they was like, yo, man, if we don't get these back taxes from these niggas, we can't go to Ukraine? No, we just print it. That's why the government almost shut down, because they can't figure out how to fund it. You know why they couldn't figure out how to fund it? Because we just write a check. We just write a check and just put it there. Your money don't go towards that. So when you be like, no, I'm a taxpayer, you're not getting, no, that's just the way for us to calculate and just keep power over the money. That's why they don't want you. That's why, for example, they're gonna give us a $600 thing for the $600 thing for the Venmo, because that adds value to our money by taxing us. If there wasn't no tax on the money, then the money wouldn't have no value.
Right.
And that's how we get paid. And that's why they don't want to bring in another currency, because you can't tax the currency that you can tax the U.S. currency. So don't worry about your tax dollars going to the homeless, because your tax dollars is just going in the toilet anyway. And I hate to break that to you, but it's true. That's
I don't know why that first little breakdown you gave of this, like your tax money going straight into a furnace, right? It's like, thank you, we'll take it, right? It immediately made me think of one of those Sunday political, or like something you will find in like a New York
a political cartoon.
A political cartoon. Literally, it's like I can see the boxes like line it up, like, oh, I gotta write these taxes, like the dude stressing out writing the taxes.
Yeah.
And then he goes and he turns, and then they got this thing, little half drawn thing, IRS. You go take the IRS. Oh, thank you. And then right behind the IRS, it's just a furnace, and they just throwing checks in the furnace. Like,
put it in there. And just put it in there. You know, it don't do nothing.
Hey, that sounded hella funny. But I will say, I want to add this too, because I was reading some comments on the videos, just doing my research on this particular topic. And a lot of people were saying that, oh, this is where my tax dollars is going to, blah, blah, blah. But in this particular program, Mark Donovan, who's the founder of this particular experiment, he had pretty much provided up to $2 million on his own. Oh, so nice. He already put up $2 million on his own. Yeah. And then he got $1 million that was funded. So he got the $1 million that was funded. So everything that he did was on his own. Nice. This is an experiment that he ran on his own. He's actually like one of those pretty like smart guys that earned his money through just being really good at investing, earned his money by just doing like investing in Tesla early and just doing a lot of different great money moves. Yeah. So very strategic about how he works with money. And that's why he wanted to do this for Denver. I do agree that this could really be helpful for, I think it could be helpful. I think it can be helpful. Like aesthetically, like if you look at it, it could be helpful.
Yeah.
It does take more than just money though. I think with the money.
You think so?
I do. And the reason why is because I think like you have to give a lot of people a skill set. And the way you help them is because, yeah, we could talk about McDonald's. We could talk about fast food upping up on their wages, right?
Yeah, somebody got to work there though.
Somebody got to work there, right?
Yeah.
Agreed. However, like if you like still, even a homeless nigga has pride. Like, I ain't about to flip no burgers. Not even for the dollar amount. Niggas would be like, I'm not about to flip no burgers. Nigga, I could do this, I could do that. Like, so you gotta give a nigga like a skill set to a point where it's like, okay, hey, we're gonna give you the 6,500 and give a nigga a choice. Hey, look, so you can get this 6,500 right now, just right off the bat, right off the rip, 6,500 for you, regardless, whatever decision you can make after this. Here's 6,500 that'll put you on your way. Or we could say, we're gonna still give you 6,500, but we're gonna take 2,000 of it, enroll you into a trade. You feel me? Get you into a trade or get you into some type of like, even if you are a drug user, get you into a program, get you into something. And then from there, you could earn $500 depending if you stay up with the qualifications, right? Like that right there. And I know that sounds like super strategic. And it seems like into this sensitive society that we've now built in the US, that may sound like that's harsh. Like they shouldn't have to go through all that just for money. Like, so in my eyes, though, it's free money, and it's not just free money; it's free education.
Because I agree with you. Here's the thing. I agree with you partially, right? And I think that part of that it should be in the screening process because the same way, Dale, when you say money don't fix everything, giving people money don't fix everything. The same way, just giving niggas education don't fix everything. Mm-hmm. There's I don't know. I don't have the stats on it, but I don't know how many NFL or NBA players that go to college on scholarship graduate, even though the education is free. I have no idea. But to your point, though, I think that should be in a screening process where it's like, hey, we're going to give you the 6,500. What are your plans? And why are you homeless? They're like, all right, well, bet. Bro, I just need to get a job. Mm-hmm. I can't see my daughter. I need a place to live. Okay, bet you want to go get a job? Bow, got you. What you want to do? Here's the thing. I was a tradesperson, right? And this is what happened. I lost all my tools. I had to get back on my hustle. I had to get my game. Once I get my tools back, I could wash myself. I'll be out. Okay, bet. You know what I wanted to do? I always want to go to culinary school so I could just get nice. Okay, bet. But I don't think you can't just take the 2,000. All right, this is for your schooling and just send somebody to school that don't want to go to school. You and I know more than anybody. You can't send nobody to go learn that don't want to learn. Like you said, white niggas can't even read. So now I'm down with it, especially when you say, I figured that's what it was because I saw another YouTube video about a program that was giving single mothers $500 a month just on strength. I think it was in New York or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And some dude in the comments was like, "Where's my check at? I'm a single dad." I told him, "Your check got sent to Ukraine." So this is a program that was only giving women money, but this program you talking about seems like it's getting everybody money.
It's giving everybody money.
Cool. Here's the thing, bro. This is part of why society in a way to take care of itself, where to your point, money don't fix everything, right? So as I was just talking about the taxes, they say tax the rich, and in that way, the rich people can pay for this. But the problem with tax the rich is, as I mentioned to y'all earlier, your tax money doesn't go towards fixing problems. And when people say that tax the rich thing, it immediately creates conflict to a point where the argument becomes contentious. Yeah. It makes people think, well, if Elon don't pay his fair share, people finna starve. That's what it makes you
exactly
think. And it makes you think that people that aren't Bill Gates and Elon shouldn't be paying any taxes. No, none of us should be paying any taxes. And the reason why you don't got to tax any of us more money is because people like this Denver guy will take care of this. Mm-hmm. You got people like the Denver guy, the actual philanthropists that want to take care of this problem or want to experiment with the problem. And then when you do it privately, you can decide who should be able to receive this bread, rather than having a massive government program, as Dale talked about earlier, where you're giving everyone money for no apparent reason. And here's the thing, bro, I get it. I'm not somebody that was anti receiving stimmy checks. However, I was somebody that said all this money y'all giving out right now will lead to inflation. Mm-hmm. It's documented on our shows. This is what's going to lead to inflation. Period. And that's why the last little stimmy check Trump didn't want to give out, because if he gave it out, I think it would have been another $500 billion. So he's like, bro, y'all got me stuck with enough of this debt. I'm cool. That's why they keep talking about how the Republicans screwed up debt pre-last election, but they didn't have a choice, because what was people supposed to do? But you can't choose when you're the government. Like, you got to just give it out to everybody. Now people complain. When you do it privately, you can say, hey, let's interview 500 people. I'm going to pick the 80 that I want to help out. You pick the 80 you want to help. And it's like, oh, so-and-so came, but so-and-so came, but so-and-so came, but versus just sending to everybody a whole bunch of bread. And which is cool if you want inflation to happen. Another thing is this: when somebody does it with $2 million of private money, it doesn't go into our government debt, which means it doesn't necessarily affect the inflation. Yeah. If a private citizen distributes $2 million of his own dollars to people that had absolutely nothing, and they got to put that money directly back into the, let's say, travel hospitality economy, then it doesn't necessarily affect the inflation. However, we have a bunch of people on PPP loans buying Ferraris and Jags and bags, that increases
Ferraris, Jags, and bags.
Ferraris, Jags, and bags. That increases inflation. So, with that, man, I just want to ask you this: while we're on the way to just giving people money, and while we're being conquered by AI, do you believe that the government will eventually have to just get to a UBI to keep people employed? UBI, Universal Basic Income. Yeah, you think so? You think do you think they'll do it, or just let everyone starve?
No, they'll do it. They'll do it because, like I said, great. I'm so happy for these Gen V niggas. Thank you. I'm just glad for these Gen Z, Gen V, all y'all niggas, because y'all the niggas who are making, you make the world softer. You make them niggas gotta care, because they be having to look at shit and be like, I mean, they can't feed themselves type shit. Right? Like they can't work. Like, this is why. The reason why is because of niggas like us. When we was making $650, $850, we was all right. Cool, nigga. We either dealt with it or didn't deal with it. I'm not saying that it was all right, like in the point like we were happy about it, but I'm saying we either dealt with it or we looked for something else. It was like,
you gonna go to old man roll on these young?
I'm gonna go the old man route on this shit, because I'm saying in this. But I have to, before you talk about the future, you always got to address the past. So you got to see where shit started from.
Looking like an old nigga.
So, but hey, I'm getting there. But listen, hey, the nigga stupid. But what I would say is like, no, because before we didn't really care, but because of the fact that the younger generations are more like vocal. they're more out there like, nah, hey, bro, this ain't enough. Bro, this ain't enough. And I understand that it is, life has changed as well to the point where it's like, bro, gas ain't $2 like it used to be for us. You know what I mean? Like when we were coming up, when we first started driving. So things is different. Like when gas is $17 million, nigga, every time that you go fill up, nigga, this shit is ridiculous. So I understand it. So niggas are speaking up like, nigga, I can't do it, nigga. I can't, nigga. This shit is crazy, nigga. Based on the economics y'all niggas teaching me in school, this shit ain't adding up right, nigga. Niggas is starting to put that together. So because of that, I felt like the universe, and I mean the United States, and nigga, the planet, nigga, has to like come to this agreement of like, well, we got to do something. We got to make everybody happy. So what are we going to do? And especially with AI coming up, it's like, well, we got AI. We can do stuff with AI now. Let's just go ahead and pay them every month just for being residents of the world. Like, that's what niggas is going to do, just for being residents of the world. Like, you're a resident. Like, nigga, look at this particular situation we're talking about with $1,000. Like, you're just giving niggas 1,000 because they're homeless. Like, here's, nigga, $1,000 because you homeless, nigga. Like,
nah, it's for a plan.
It is for a plan. No, it's always going to be for a plan.
No, but I mean, for UBI, UBI, I mean, this is what I'm saying, bro. It get to a point where this. We got the robot at McDonald's just doing he doing the robot. He doing the thing. And we got two tech guys in there that just push the button. I'm just here to push the button. Like, it's like when you go out the gate, you got to pay to go out the gate somewhere. You get a card, and then if anything go wrong with the card, you got to have a dude come out and he be mad like, all right, bro, and then he let you out. That's how McDonald's gonna be. So I'm saying, if all those jobs is gone, Dale, you live in the Bay, all these toll jobs is gone, right? Automated. You got that fast track, or you don't. When that happens with all the fast food places, I don't think there's a plan, Dale. There's no plan. I'm just saying, do they got to just give us money to survive? Because what's the plan? That's just money.
That's what I'm saying. Plan. They're going to do that. They will
but what's the plan? That's not for a plan. That's just cause
there is, but they don't know what the fuck they're going to do. Listen to me. This particular, I can say this for the United States. I don't know about any other country because I live in the United States my whole life. I don't know anything about stuff the end of the country. I know the United States, bro. You niggas don't got no idea what the fuck they doing. They willy-nilly shit just come and they just do it, bro. It ain't no plan. Like 1 minute it's cool, 1 minute it's not. Like niggas that have a plan.
1 minute it's cool, 1 minute it's not.
1 minute, whatever idea it is. I just found out like, nigga, the student loan forgiveness shit, right? Like, for example, like the student loan forgiveness, they would really just give you niggas money, please. Just clear all the student debt.
They didn't clear all of it.
I know. Then niggas was like, nah, you know what? Thinking about it, like, honestly, we gotta do it for some of them niggas, because some niggas is complaining about they already paid their shit. So now we got to figure out like how we gonna make those niggas happy, because there's no plan. The only intention here is to try to make niggas happy. That's it. So as long as they're trying to make niggas happy, long as the incentive is we just got to make niggas happy, then they're going to keep throwing money at us because they know money is one thing that makes niggas happy. No matter what. Niggas love Trump so much. You got niggas switching up like, nigga, at least when Trump was in office, niggas was getting money. At least when that nigga was in office, niggas was getting money. Niggas was like, fuck Trump, fuck Donald Trump. Niggas, everybody was singing the YG song. Now niggas was, I kind of like miss that nigga though, like low key though, like that nigga was kind of cool, bro. You know what? Like that nigga was at least giving us a bag, bro. I was coming PPP loans, and nigga, I didn't even know what a PPP loan was. But nigga, that nigga us a bag. Nigga, we was getting the money, nigga. I was able to have a Jag, a bag, and a Ferrari, nigga. It was dope, nigga. Life was great.
Look, okay. So to your point, all right, I'll meet you halfway. To your point, I think this is the thing. Whoever does the UBI, when the UBI pops off, the UBI be for votes.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be the right time. So to be probably Trump won't do it because Trump gonna get elected. Trump not gonna do it. Probably the person after Trump, like the next Democratic person, because they're gonna want to get Trump out of there. But hey man, we think about UBI because it's gonna be another 4 years. That's 5 years basically. A year from now, and add 4 years on the Trump's next term. That's 5 years from now where they're gonna be like, yo, the robots is doing everything. We got to get a UBI. Dale, how much do you think it's a good UBI to keep people on their feet? How much is a good UBI?
$2,500 a month. It's not, but it is. That's
bro, what they bro. Wait, hold on. Why do you think I'm laughing?
Huh?
Why do you think
it's too less? You think it's
no? I think that's way too much money. Just give niggas for no reason. Why is that this? Why?
Well, I think 2,500 is what they give niggas because it's like this, right? That's the max. That's the max. But hear me out. Hear me out. Why? Hear me out. That's the families.
You're wilding.
But that's for the families. Oh, you
No,
got
I mean
more
single. I mean per person.
Oh, single niggas, then single niggas, I'm gonna say 650. 650. 650
All
a month.
I was gonna say 500. 650 is a good number.
650.
Right. All right.
650, because it doesn't sound 650 sound closer to 1,000. Definitely more than 500. So then niggas would be like, oh, nigga, give him 650 that month. Like, and that's just gonna be back to us going back to like niggas was making $6.50. So niggas, it's just all gonna go back to all of that shit, right? Like
650 for breathing.
Hey, 650. Yeah, exactly. Like pretty much. So yeah, 650. 650. What is that? That's almost like, damn, is that like $2 a day?
I don't know, but it's like 6,000. It's about 10,000, 6,000 a year.
Yeah. So you keep it a little under. So 650. 650 does a nigga, right? Because also you still giving niggas options, the shit that necessarily robots may not be able to do. And that
what's that? In 5 years, what?
Hear me out.
What?
Because there are certain restrictions on certain shit that robots can't do. And that's like delivering food. Like shit that niggas, because there's a lot of jobs that niggas don't want to do. Like just a lot of jobs that niggas don't want to do. And because of the fact that you can't go completely robotic, right? You have to have a little bit of a, like even I know I learned this from the bank. At one point, the banks wanted to go all electric fucking ATMs. I remember this. I like it was heavy. Chase was the only reason why you go into Chase and they don't have all the electric niggas just working there is because there's a restriction in the bank that says it has to be at least one human in this motherfucker. It has to be this amount of humans, not one, but it has to be this amount of humans working at Chase in order for us not to just be nigga. It's just a regulation that they have. I don't know the particular all of the information on it, but I know it's a regulation that says no, we can't have this many ATMs. But you can fill it up and just keep one nigga in the middle. But somebody has to be there, nigga. That's a human representative for the people who don't want to deal with robots,
right?
Or the niggas who don't know how to deal with an ATM. So you got to have that particular aspect. Also, that's why when you go to a grocery store and they have self-checkout. Now, if you go to a grocery store and they got self-checkout, they got this one nigga that's just sitting at the front. Mostly you would think, oh, that's because niggas are stealing. No, it's not just because of that. That is part of it, but it's also because certain niggas don't know how to use self-checkout.
Yeah, you just gotta have one tech guy there.
One tech guy.
Just one tech guy. For the record, 650 times 12 is 7,800. Go ahead.
Okay, so 7,800. That's perfect. That's perfect. 7,800. That's great. So like, so that's the reason why I say like certain niggas will be able to still make money. Certain niggas will still be able to be like, oh, okay, I could still, be in a worker job where that nigga gonna get paid $30 an hour just doing that shit now.
No, that's one nigga out of a whole grocery
store. Nigga though. One nigga. So that's why 650 cool. Because that you need one nigga for as many brunches as it is.
650 is a good number. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with 650.